Your 20s and 30s, which are the peak of youthfulness, are very important stages of your life. At this stage, you are bound to make countless mistakes, take tough decisions, navigate life alone, and fight towards a comfortable retirement. I have been there and I know what it's like. And if I could go back and talk to my younger self and give her some financial advice, here is exactly what I would say to her. The first piece of advice I would give to myself is to start early to plan for your financial future, because no one is gonna do that for you. The path to financial freedom in your 60s and 70s starts now in your 20s and 30s. Time is your biggest ally right now. The earlier you plan for your future goals, the faster you tend to achieve them. Start planning with your current income. What portion of it are you supposed to save and invest today towards that goal? You need to think ahead of the present and ask yourself, what do you want your financial future to be like in the next 30 to 40 years? Do you want it to be full of financial struggle at old age, or do you want it to be financially stable while your money works for you? Whichever plan you choose, whichever path you choose, it's on you. The journey to that path starts now. You've got the time by your side. Use that time, use that energy to plan towards your financial goals, to plan towards the future. Achieving big financial dreams require long-term financial plans and actions. This brings me to the second piece of advice I would give to my younger self, which is never to be afraid of failing at something. Have you ever watched a child learn to take their first step or say their first words? They fail at it several times, but that doesn't stop them from trying again. They aren't afraid to take that step or say that word again until they become good at it. You are never gonna get good at something in just one trial. It takes time and repeated failed trials for you to be an expert at something. So don't be afraid to fail in your 20s and 30s, in your first business attempt, your first investment attempt, your first professional exam attempt, etc. You're never gonna get such opportunity as you age. You need to embrace failure. Failure is just a path towards success. It is part of the process towards you becoming successful. The good things of life are on the other side of fear. You need to face your fear and never be afraid to fail at something. The third thing I would probably say to my 20 or 30 years old self is don't allow others to take your future for you. In your 20s and 30s, you will be faced with conflicting opinions and direction. Trust me, I have been there. There is the opinion of your family members and friends concerning you and what they think you should be doing with your money and your life. And there's also the opinion of your inner self concerning you. Remember to always take the path that you cherish and believe in. You want a particular career? Go for it. You want to try out a particular business? Go for it. You could end up being very successful at it. But overall, don't let anyone dictate your future for you, not even a family member. Otherwise, you will end up living in regret and living a life someone chose for you. The fourth piece of advice I would give to my younger self is to cultivate the habit of reading. Buffett once said that the best thing you can do for your younger self is to read. Read as much as you can for as long as you can in a day. You want to learn more about your finances? Read a book. Many big names you hear or admire today got to where they are through reading. You need to build a culture of reading at least 2 pages of a book per day. Reading doesn't just stimulate your mind and your brain, but it also avails you the wisdom, the inspiration, the motivation, and the answers you seek. Read books that are related to your interest areas in your 20s and 30s, because you're going to need that knowledge sooner or later. This next piece of advice is directed at women. But if you are a man watching this, you can teach it to your daughter, your sisters, your female friends, and it is to never compromise your financial independence. I say this because I have seen sweet marriages gone sour. I have seen husbands turn against their wives. I have seen a woman go from financially stable to becoming financially unstable. I have seen women under the mercy of their husbands for money. And it is preferable you learn from other people's experience than for you to experience such situation. It's ugly. So regardless of what you choose to compromise in marriage, for the sake of your future, your dignity, and your children, do not compromise your financial independence. If you have a good source of income before marriage, please sustain it. keep it and rather expand it after marriage. Do not discard it. Having your own money as a woman gives you independence, the freedom to pursue your dreams, and also the courage to quit unhealthy relationships and marriages without fear. The sixth piece of advice is not to waste time with the wrong people. The clock is ticking fast. You are in your 20s or 30s today, and in the next minute, you could be in your 40s, your 50s, 60s, or even 70s, and asking yourself, how did you get here so fast with nothing to show for it? So don't waste your 20s and 30s with the wrong group of friends and peers who only party, drink, do drugs, and do crazy stuff. You will end up regretting that at old age. To achieve your financial goals, you need to build the right network of friends. Cut off those who won't contribute to your financial goals and connect with those who will help boost the achievement of your financial aspirations. This brings us to the seventh piece of advice I would give to my younger self, and it is to live for tomorrow. You don't do things because of today. You do things because of the future. Always put your tomorrow into perspective whenever you're making a financial decision. Ask yourself if what you do with your finances today will benefit you 30 to 40 years from now. Will you be proud of these habits in the future? Your tomorrow starts now that you are in your 20s and 30s. Protect it. The eighth piece of advice I would probably tell my 20 or 30-year-old self is to always say positive things to others. Not just because it lightens up someone's world, but because it is a reflection of what you will say to yourself. Words are powerful, and the words you give out determine what words come to you. Saying encouraging words to others keeps you happy and optimistic, because when you stare at yourself in the mirror, you see a positive reflection of yourself. Positive words inspire positivity in others and in yourself, so learn to stay positive. The ninth thing I would say to my younger self is to take care of your health. Your health is your greatest wealth. Nothing beats good health. Take care of your health in your 20s and 30s so you would be physically fit to enjoy the wealth you've built when you are 60 or 70. Engage in regular exercises, yoga, healthy diet, and food consumption, because when it comes to categorization of wealth, your health comes first. So take care of it. The 10th piece of advice I would give to my younger self is that the change begins with you. You have to be the change you want to see. The change you want in your financial life or otherwise must begin with you. If you're wondering why you remain stagnant financially, it's because you yourself haven't changed. Your habits haven't changed. You can't be engaging in old habits and expect a new positive result. For your financial circumstances to change, you need to change first. The next piece of advice I would give to my 20 or 30-year-old self is to find your life purpose. Do not move with the crowd. You are born with unique talents and special skills, so you need to look inside you and find the unique you. Mark Twain once said, there are two most important days in your life: the day you were born and the day you discover why you were born. And finding out your why is the most important thing. What makes life colorful and interesting is doing that which is your life purpose. The 12th advice is that nobody cares about your problem, so stop complaining. Use that time of complaint to seek solution to your problem. You complaining to others about your problem won't solve the problem because nobody cares. But seeking answers and solutions to that problem will help you solve it faster. If you experience financial setback, do not waste time playing the blame game and pointing fingers at everyone around you. Instead, take responsibility for it, discover why it happened, and how you can prevent such from repeating itself. This way, you tend to achieve your financial goals faster and better. The next piece of advice I would give to my younger self is don't compare. But if you must compare, compare with yourself. Nothing keeps you more focused and prosperous than self-comparison. Self-comparison enables you to build wealth. Learn to compare your yesterday's savings to today's savings, your last month's investment to this month's investment, your last year's achievement to this year's achievement, instead of engaging in external comparison with outsiders, which will only lead you to lifestyle creep. The 14th piece of advice to my 20 and 30-year-old self is to prepare for the worst and expect the best. Life is full of uncertainties. The next minute is not certain. A bullish stock could become a bearish stock in the next minute. Your loved one who you just spoke with 10 minutes ago could be gone in the next minute. It's life, full of unexpected occurrences. So you need to prepare for the worst case scenario by having a plan B or even a plan C in case of a negative event happening. But that shouldn't stop you from keeping a positive and optimistic mindset. The final piece of advice I would tell my younger self about life and money is that in this world, everything has a price. And never be afraid to pay the price for your goals. You want a secured financial future? Then you need to invest more. To invest more, you need to save more. And to save more, you need to cut off spending on unnecessary items like drinks, drugs, and party. Everything has a price. There are sacrifices you need to pay to get it. Learn that today. The age bracket of 20s and 30s are the tipping point of your life. It is that point when you tend to decide the direction of your life and your old age. So don't blow it away. Make good use of it in order to enjoy a comfortable life later. So there you have it, the 15 pieces of advice I would give to my younger self about life and money. Thank you for staying this far, and I hope you got some valuable advice from this video that you can start implementing today. If you do, drop a like for us, subscribe to this community as it grows, and also share this video to that friend and family member who will find it helpful. See you in our next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Take care.